Hello Libra, this is Olivia from DOS Tarot. I am here to do your reading for the last week of October, which is the 26th through the 31st. Reminder that the 31st, which is on a Saturday, is Halloween, and also there's a full moon on that night, so that should be interesting. Trick or treat. Anyway, I hope that everything is going well with you, and let's go ahead and dive in. You got two beautiful cards that just blend so well together. The first one that came out was empathy, and it says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And then acceptance, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So to me, it's like saying you're open to both sides of a situation, to hear both sides of any kind of situation, and you're willing to accept the things that you cannot change. Oh my gosh, that's really powerful. That would be somebody that's got a strong will. And like I said, I don't mean strong as in controlling or anything, but a strong inner will where they respect themselves and others around them. Oh, that's really nice. It's almost like you, Libra. You're all about balancing. You're Lady Justice. You balance everything. Or you make sure that everything is balanced. This makes so much sense with you. It's really nice. All right. What do we have for Libra? Oh, the Seven of Wands. Talk about a strong will. This is somebody that's willing to fight for something important. Because look at this archway, this doorway. There's a bright light of sun or something shining through it. So you're protecting something that's very important to you. It could be yourself, or it could be someone else. It could be anything at this point. But the wands, remember, talk about the soul. You might be protecting your own self. That's kind of what I'm getting here when you look at these two. You're protecting yourself. You say that you can accept things you cannot change, and that's true. But that doesn't always mean that you have to accept things, period, like stepping down. This person they have their wand up. They're ready to defend whatever is behind this door, or themselves, whatever that is to you. But these other ones here, that's like opposition, people that don't like what you're doing, or they want to get to what you're doing, or they want to hurt you. Something in a negative sense are these down here below. But you got the higher ground because look how much taller you are than these little short wands. Interesting. What else do we have for Libra? Oh, more wands. Now the wands here are talking about there's a choice that you have to decide on. Something important too. This is like a crossroads, and it is an important choice. It's not something you take lightly. This is like, let's say you're at, a crisis in your life, and you need to make a decision that's going to be beneficial to everybody. You might have to take the brighter light, the brighter path where this deer is, or you could take the darker path that leads into the forest, not knowing what's, in there. It's a major decision because it's almost like saying, like in the Bible, there's two roads to heaven. It's the really wide one that there's no lumps and bumps and it's not crowded, or there's the more narrow road that's got lumps and bumps and lessons along the way to learn. You have to make a big decision here. I'm serious. This is a serious crossroads. You may know what it is. Interesting. Okay, let's see what the next card is. The Fool. Now, this is not just the Fool. This is like taking a leap of faith in that whatever decision you make here may be what you need to take. It's like it's almost like you're closing your eyes, but you know you've studied both routes, for instance, both paths, and you know which path you want to take, and you're going to take that leap of faith. Or maybe you're not even sure which one to take. So you're going to close your eyes and just walk. I mean, it could be something like that. But with the word faith in here, which I know it's not on the card, but that's what it represents, is taking a leap of faith. I kind of think you already know which way you need to go. It might be the tough road. It might be that dark forest. It might not be that bright, shiny, wide open path that leads between the mountains. All right, let's keep going here. There's something important in your life coming up. Very important. And whatever it is, it's had something to do with a heavy burden that you've had to carry. And it's something that has to do with internal. Again, the Nine of Wands represents the soul. And each one of these wands, to me, represents lessons that you have learned. Unfortunately, when we learn lessons, you also have to drop that lesson. You study the lesson, you see what happened this way and you see what happened that way. You use empathy for both sides of a situation. And once you've done that, then you can release it back to the divine, and then all of these wands will disappear. And then you won't have that heavy burden on your back all the time. It's not like a heavy physical, it's more of a psychological or internal heaviness. They're like blockage, if you ask me. Each one of these is like a block. It's taking up that much more space within your soul that you might be missing divine gifts that are coming to you. Or you might not hear the whisper in the middle of the night from an angel telling you, giving you good advice or something on that nature. This is something that definitely needs to be cleared up. I kind of hate to see it with the leap of faith because, well, the only reason why I would say go with this is if you decide to take the leap of faith of a spiritual path where you are so available angels that will lead you in the right path to get rid of this. All you have to do is ask them. It's really that simple. And the second thing you have to do is make sure that you believe that it's whatever you're asking for them to get rid of, they will. And if you don't believe it, it won't happen. You can ask and ask and pray and pray. If you don't believe it's going to happen, it won't. It's like when you ask them to help you and then you don't believe it, that's the same as rejecting the angels. They won't do anything for you. That's the way I see it. Now, you guys might see it in a different way. But if you're not going to follow the rule, not the rules, but if you're not going to follow the advice that you've asked them to help you with, it's like you're not even listening because you don't believe. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get on a roll because it's so important. But anyway, let's go to your person or situation. Let's see what's going on here. Oh. This could very well be why there's going to be some choices and some protection for yourself in a path that you might have to choose that might be different than what you had hoped. This could be what's causing that crossroads in your life. Whatever this tower is to you, it could be bad. Look at this card. That's a tower. This is divinely guided. So the Tower to me is when something's not right in your life and you might try to pretend that it is. You know, maybe you're trying to learn to do empathy and, you know, look at things in both sides. Let's say it's a relationship. It might not be what you think it is. And if it's not, then the divine will come in and work with you. Or it could be against you. It does. I don't know yet. Let's keep going. God, this star has been coming up in reverse almost, let's just say 90% of the time. When it does come out, it's been in the reverse a lot. But anyway, with the star in reverse, she usually does come after a Tower moment. For instance, the Tower moment is card number 16 in the Major Arcana, and the star is card number 17. So directly after there's been a Tower, she or the star shows up in order to help with healing. And with it being in reverse, this is the only thing that the star can do in reverse is heal. She cannot give guidance. She cannot give a new beginning, because it would be like, this is divinely guided by God. This is an angel per se and can only do the healing. She cannot go against what is happening with the Tower, but she can heal. And that healing can be psychological, physical, whatever. And there might be somebody in your life that you know that does this kind of work, because there's a lot of Reiki workers online I've noticed. Whatever happens with this situation here, after the Tower comes the star, somebody here is going to be extremely happy. Extremely happy. Gosh, this is interesting, because I don't know if this is your person or if this is all you. The Six of Cups. Now this tells me that there's something in your past that I think you've been hoping for. Because I don't see people here. I couldn't put a label on this side over here other than action. Action, action, action. And then this middle mental thought here is somebody that they continually think about, somebody from the past. Or something from the past is going to show up. Or something in the past is going to interrupt your life, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what card connects these two sides. The Three of Swords in reverse. Now the Three of Swords in reverse means that there's an ending to some kind of suffering. I kind of wonder if it's not all you. Because to me, this is definitely suffering, even though psychologically it don't always come to our mind until we're in a situation and it triggers it and say, oh, I've lived that before. I'm not going there again. You know, that kind of energy. But with this Tower over here, this could be part of the healing too. Because once the healing is, or once the Tower hits and the healing has begun, it makes you a happy person, which makes you start, these swords kind of start disappearing, all of the heartache and the pain of something from your past. It's almost like it's divinely guided. I mean, it is for sure divine. But now remember your empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And acceptance is I am learning to accept things that I cannot change. You cannot change this energy here. You cannot change this Tower moment. All right, let's go ahead and do some clarifying. Let's see what the Seven of Wands with the Two of Wands, both in the upright. What is this about? And then we have the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands is totally the opposite. But the Five of Wands does talk about some kind of conflict or some kind of conflict with someone outside of yourself that has been just a battle after battle. I'd prefer to say that it's more of an internal battle because, again, I don't see any people, I don't see any of the court cards like the king, the queen, a page or a knight, none of that. All I'm seeing is action, which is good, but I can't give you a lot of information other than just reading the actions that I see. But let's keep going because it may change. This tells me there's some kind of conflict and it could be internal. Something you haven't dealt with. Or it could be external and again, it's something you haven't dealt with. So the Fool with the Nine of Wands. Oh my gosh, it's a love connection. It's a love connection. So right now what that tells me is this person is protecting a situation where they feel connected to somebody. And they're even willing to battle for it. And this Two of Wands is them trying to choose which way to go about with this connection. How do I work? What do I need to do in order to make this connection work? You're willing to take a leap of faith because you've had so much sorrow and hurt not being able to be with this person. Because like I said, I don't see anything else. This is my first inkling that there's at least two people involved here. And for sure, just you, Libra. Wow, that is so interesting. Okay, so over here we have the Tower and the Star in reverse. And then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh. This is telling me that there is some kind of union between you, Libra, and somebody else in this top row here. This is like, this Four of Wands in reverse indicates that there's a breach in some kind of stability, home life, and marriage. There's a Tower moment that brings this down. It's almost like this is all being orchestrated by the divine. And the Star can only heal. The Star cannot give you guidance. They can't give you a new beginning. They can't even give you hope in this situation here. These three and these three. Just hope, just healing is all that she can give. But you know what's really interesting about it? Well, let me keep going. So then we have the Nine of Cups with the Six of Cups. Let's clarify that. Oh, somebody's been manifesting, which is good. So somebody here definitely knows how to manifest. They know how to pray. They've been able to have things happen. Oh my gosh, that's horrible to say. That's horrible to say. Manifesting here is somebody just wanting to be happy. And they want to be with somebody from their past. They're willing to do this inner work with this Nine of Wands. Or the heavy burden has been from something that's been killing them. Whoever, Libra, whatever this is, it's been a heavy burden for you. You're looking forward to making your leap of faith change with somebody new. Now, if it's somebody you know, I don't know that. You and that person would only know that. But you have definitely manifested this situation. Happiness, something from the past, a love connection, so that you can eliminate the burden. And maybe eliminate the burden because you're not able to be with this person now. Not right now. There is definitely some healing between both of you. And I never did lay the top card. The World in reverse. Wait a minute. I pulled it out like that, and I don't pull cards like that. I pulled it out like that, and I meant to pull it out like this. Or did I? I'm going with the reverse. Sorry. I gotta pay attention. I get so wrapped up in the reading sometimes. With the World Cup here, this tells me that this situation up at the top here, if it hasn't happened yet, because this reading doesn't start until the 26th. But I have a feeling that once this tower moment happens on this top level here, somebody's probably tired of defending themselves all the time. This card is going to turn in the upright. And your world, along with this person and all of this healing, is going to be beautiful. It's going to be divinely guided. I mean, way divinely guided. This isn't the destiny card. This is divinely guided. Every bit of it. That is really a beautiful reading. There's a lot of love here. A lot of love here. It's like every card here is headed towards this connection. And everything that's happening here, the tower, the star in reverse, that happy card, wishes, dreams coming true, or wishes coming true, in the something from the past being manifested. Everything is towards this connection. At least that's the way I see it. Because like I said, I don't see people on either side, but this for sure is you, Libra. And this is, I don't know who this is. I'm guessing, here's what my thought is on this, and this is because I don't see any court cards. So Libra, this is you on the left, and this energy on the right is the energy that surrounds you. The person that this might be affecting is not in your energy, because apparently in your own mind and soul, maybe you've already eliminated that. And that's why their energy is not showing up. Because the only energy that's showing up here is something that was divinely guided. And you may see it as a blessing. Sorry to say that. But, all right. On the bottom of the deck, oh my God. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You cannot tell me that this is not destiny now. This is destiny. This is divinely, beyond divinely guided. It is meant to happen. I know, Libra, you've had some really good readings, but I don't know if any of them can top this, to be honest. Let's pull one card from the universe. The Helper of Emotion. Oh, that must be the Page of Cups. Romance blooms and you find yourself falling in love. Gifts of flowers, love letters, and poems read aloud are all in your future. Marriage proposals, weddings, and past life connections are possible. Oh my God. That's a soulmate connection. That is a soulmate connection. Someone new who is romantic, dreamy, and emotional may enter your life. This person could be an artist who's an idealist about love. Now, when they say somebody new, I don't know that that necessarily means somebody brand new. It could just, I'm telling you, it's somebody from your past. Somebody from you guys saw me lay the cards. Somebody from the past is, you two are going to be joining together. And I think you've had this, I want to say you've had this before. And because I remember getting a lot of comments about, you know, a lot of comments about that particular reading. I think it was about a month or two ago. And it seems like this might be the final stage of that one reading. I can't remember exactly the details of it, but if you guys are interested, look about 2 months ago. I think it was in August. There was a Libra reading. I mean, it got 5,000 views. It was a beautiful reading there, but this is, I'm guessing this might be the continuation of the one back in August. I bet it does. Anyway, it'd be wise for you to check it out, especially if you're kind of new to the channel and you're not aware of what has happened in the past, because I didn't have that many subscribers at that time. I have more now, and if you're a Libra, maybe you should go back and look at that one back in August. I mean, it got 5,000 views. Anyway, this is a beautiful reading, and I love the two cards. Like I said, they're like harmony. They just blend very well together. All right, that's it. Until next week, I'll see you then. I hope you have a good week, Libra. Namaste.